The part where she now ran outside, you know, when she saw Deyemi and she ran outside like, oh, where are you going? Stop that. This is not Pocahontas, okay? This is not Colors of the Wind. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ese and today I'm going to be reviewing Obara'M, a Nigerian musical, the first of its kind. So without further ado, let's get into this video. This movie follows the life of Oluchi, an aspiring musician who lives in Lagos but has abandoned her responsibilities in Enugu with her sick and dying father. However, as time goes on, her father eventually passes away. She's faced with the responsibility of taking care of her younger sister, whom her father has left behind. So this movie features Nancy Sime, Deyemi Okolawon, Onyeka, the Caveman, and a host of all others. So let me just say it now, overall in this entire movie, I don't think anybody impressed me that much. Everybody was just okay. First of all, I want to start off with the lead character, Oluchi, who's played by Nancy Sime. I have to say, Nancy Sime is a beautiful girl. And I think that's about it. No shade. If you want to come for me, come for me. But I don't think she ever delivers a spectacular show. Like, she knows how to recite lines. She's okay, like she's mediocre, but she's not outstanding. And because she was the lead character, I felt that her acting sort of pulled the movie down a bit. Her facial expressions, she was supposed to be playing this, like I said, an aspiring singer who would, you know, give up anything in the world just to, you know, sing and also to make money. She likes money so much, but that was not the vibe I was getting from her. Her acting was giving forced, in my opinion. Then Deyemi Okolawon, he wasn't a lead, but I just want to talk about his character very on from the outset. I just have to say, lately I've been seeing a lot of movies from Deyemi, and I have to say, I think they are now stereotyping him into a particular character. I've just seen Sister, and in Sister, he left his child behind. And here in this one again, he's acting in a very stupid way towards his child that he's just found out that he has after a few years. So in a way, he can act. Let's even get that out of the way. I'm not saying he can't act. I'm just saying maybe he should diversify his roles. He's always acting the bad guy. I know he has a good stink face, but like, please act something else, okay? Like, no, he's slowly but surely becoming, you know, the way you see Shola Shobowale and you expect her to shout, or when you see Kanayo, you expect cult film. It's the same way when I see Deyemi, I'm like, oh, you're gonna be the bad guy, you know. So I just want them to cast him for something different. But his acting was good, but it wasn't out of this world. And then, of course, we had some veterans in the movie. Nkem Owo played Oluchi's dad, Humphrey. He was good. I think me seeing Nkem Owo in this movie just reminded me how much I loved watching Nollywood back then. He's such a great actor, and seeing him act in a more non-comical role was very refreshing. I was just happy to see him. I don't know, it just feels like that uncle that you've not seen in such a long time. Another person that I saw that is a veteran, maybe not for acting but for music, was Onyeka. I was so happy to see her. Same feeling I had with Nkem Owo. She reminded me of an aunt that I haven't seen in a long time. And for someone who's not an actress, I think she did a decent job. Her dialogues with Nancy Sime, who was playing Oluchi, was very, very natural to me. It felt like how it would be when I'm speaking to an older auntie of mine that just thinks I'm irresponsible, you know. So even though I said everybody in this movie didn't exactly deliver, there was someone that did so well, and that is the person who played Ihunaya. Ihunaya is the little girl played by Darasimi. Oh my god, I love that child. Whosoever is her parent, you guys should be proud of her. Did I say proud of her? You guys should be proud of her because she acted so well. She acted her age. I'm guessing that's her real age she was playing, but her acting was lovely. I was actually rooting for, I just liked her so much. Like, I don't even know, I think it's just weird that I'll like someone that much. She was the reason why I actually kept watching. The storyline and the storytelling, okay, this for me, I always say, is the heart of any movie, right? Does the storyline make sense, and are you telling the story the right way? For me, the story was nothing exceptional. It's not a story I've never heard of before. It was a feel-good movie. It was an okay movie. Now, the way they told the story, let me remind you that this movie is a musical, so they had to do some singing inside, and I will come to the singing later. But now let's dig into the actual story in itself. But certain parts that I felt like this was absolutely unnecessary. It felt like this movie should be a series. Let me put it like that. It was not giving out of this world. It was giving okay vibes. The way the father just died, like he literally had like what 2-3 scenes, and next thing he's dead. I was like, okay, you didn't let us know if he was sick before or what was wrong. All of a sudden he's just died from heart problems and yada yada yada. I don't know if it was only me, but there was this chemistry between Oluchi and her flatmate, because the guy, there was just something between them, and I thought they were going to end up together eventually. That was the hint they sort of gave us in the beginning, and that didn't materialize in the story. So I felt like there were just a lot of dead ends. Like, what was the need of having that flatmate and she always fighting with his babe? The fact that they showed Deyemi in the beginning, like the very first scene with her singing, I was like, ooh, like, and it took them almost halfway into the movie before we now find out what actually happened between her and Deyemi. 5, if I'm generous, 6/10. I said I was going to talk about the music, right? Because it is a musical after all. I was disappointed. I just have to say it from the get-go. Some of the songs were good, and the fact that I like Cavemen. Let me even start from there. I like Cavemen. And when I saw that Cavemen was going to be in the cast, I was expecting some cavey waves, some cavey sounds, and I didn't get that. The songs, let me start from the good things I liked about the songs. The fact that they incorporated pidgin English into it, I thought that was good. It was very authentic to the Nigerian style. However, the songs didn't give. And please, whoever is the person that did the sound effect, why did they need to do auto-tune? Like, the auto-tune was so obvious and so loud and so prevalent that it took away from the actual singing, the song. Even when Onyeka was singing, I couldn't even tell that she was the one singing. And then the performance with the singing was just off. It was clearly lip syncing, or nah. Especially Nancy Sime, that girl cannot pretend to be singing for her life. Like, she was literally just mouthing the word, and I just hated it. The only singing that they did in this entire movie that was like, yeah, was when they rapped in the church at her father's funeral. Those two guys that rapped, the dialogue, the lyric. Round of applause. I really liked it. I also liked the song when they were looking for Ihunaya when she ran away. However, like with most of their singing scenes, what let it down was the choreography and the lip syncing. The guy that was singing was clearly uncomfortable, or I don't know what it was, maybe because there was camera around. His mannerisms, the way he was just, I was just like, dude, stop it. Okay. It didn't work. Then when Oluchi was alone, where she basically was singing the Christian song about where she was asking God for help and all of that, her dance, I won't say it's dancing, just the choreography, just the touching of her body, the whole thing, I was just like, it's giving High School Musical. It is giving High School Musical. Stop that right now. We don't do that. We are Nigerians, okay? Same thing with the very first song. The song was okay, but the part where she now ran outside, you know, when she saw Deyemi and she ran outside like, oh, where are you going? Stop that. This is not Pocahontas, okay? This is not Colors of the Wind. I think we are not there yet when it comes to musicals. Or maybe we should do it the way we would do a stage play. You know, when you go for plays, right? They actually do some singing with the acting, and it seems so natural. That was sort of my expectation. But for this kind of movie and the storyline, making it a musical for me did not make sense. Like, it didn't work. I felt like the story or the movie could have done away with all the singing, and it would have still made I think it would have even made a better movie if they didn't sing at all. Cinematography. I don't want to go too deep into this one because I think they did an okay job. As with most Nollywood movies these days, I didn't expect anything less. They did a good job with the lighting, especially when they were in the house. I liked the lighting in the house, the Oluchi's house in Lagos. The staging was really good. The scenes in Enugu and all of that. Could they have added more B-rolls to some of the scenes. Yes, of course, especially when they were changing scenes, moving from Lagos to Enugu. I would have loved to see, okay, something that lets me know now we are going to Enugu, or we are in Enugu, and then maybe, oh, this is Lagos. I don't exactly mean they must show us the bridge, but show us something that lets us know that, okay, we're back in Lagos now. Okay, costume and makeup, I think it was okay. There was nothing mind-blowing. I think generally the theme of this movie I think for every aspect they were just mediocre. It was just there, especially the part where, you know, the band comes on stage. The band looks was not giving for me. I expected more. I didn't necessarily like her makeup, especially when she was performing. The whole face was just giving amateur makeup artist did my face, so I didn't like that at all. Overall, I think this movie was basic. It's not something that I will be keen to watch again. Yes, there are movies that I actually watch a second time if they're that good. I think Nigerians or Nollywood generally, they've come a long way with making movies, and this was a good first attempt at making a musical. However, I felt like more effort should have gone into it, and maybe a better lead might have helped to tell the story a little bit more. At the end of the day, it was just a feel-good movie, a decent feel-good movie, and with that, I would rate this movie 6/10. Let me know what your thoughts were on this movie in the comments section below. I can't wait to hear what you think, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.